Hi guys, it's Mrs. Bartels again. I'm going to pick up with slides number 18 until the end of the chapter. Betty Jo did do a range of motion video using her father as a patient and walking you through the different types of range of motion and all the exercises that can be done for each of the joints. That would cover slides 16 and 17, so I'm skipping over those and going right into slide number 18. If you have your book open, that will help you guys follow along. There are pictures I will point out and different things in your book that will not be um, in print in the slides. So I would have your book open to page 404 to follow along. Okay, so we're going to start with talking about ambulation. Ambulation is just another word for walking, or also we call it gait. Gait, walking, ambulation, it's all the same thing. It's the act of moving forward. Okay. If you think of an ambulance, like an ambulance moves, so ambulation means moving your person, walking them. The thing is, though, if somebody's been on bed rest for a while or they've been sick for a while, their endurance and their strength is going to be weakened. So they might have to return the ambulation in a slower pace. It's not like they can get up and run a marathon. They've been laying in bed for 3 months. So we have to gradually increase their activity and the distance that they can ambulate when we start ambulating them. So it says after bed rest, activity increases slowly and in steps. Usually, if somebody's had surgery, what the first activity that they might do is the doctor will say bed rest for the night of surgery, and then next morning the activity will be have patients sit in chair, and then maybe in the evening of that second day after surgery, it'll be have the patient walk in the hallway, maybe 4 doors down. Then it'll be have the patient next day as they progress, have the patient walk the whole hallway. And it'll be the next day, have the patient report therapy and walk around the unit. So we increase it as the patient can tolerate it. Okay? Um, Persons who are weak and unsteady from bed rest, illness, surgery, or injury need help walking. So you're going to have to help them get going and be there to support them because, again, they're not going to have strength and endurance that they would usually have. You would have to follow the care plan, know if they have areas of weakness. Do they have left side weakness? If they do have a left sided weakness and you're going to help them, you should be standing on that weak side. If they have right sided weakness, you'll be on the right side. So you always support the weak side. You should know how far the person can walk. You'll find that out if you ask your nurse or if you ask, or I'm sorry, read the care plan. Or therapy might even be able to help you with that. How much assistance will they need? How many people am I going to need to do this? Can I do this all by myself? Am I going to need another nurse's aide? Am I going to need the nurse? And what equipment am I going to need? Do they walk with a walker? Do they walk with a cane? Do they walk with a gait belt? Those are all things you should be asking before you even start putting your hands on the patient. You use the gait belts, also called the transfer belts, if the person is weak or unsteady. Because you guys are students, you know that we use transfer belts for every person that we're going to ambulate or move. You probably have seen it at clinical. If the patient refuses to use the gait belts, then we say we cannot transfer you because we're students and we'll have to go get an employee of the facility. Get in the habit of always having your gait belt on you and ready to use. It will save you from injury and save your patient from injury.